Hey there everybody, welcome to episode 22 of Incensed, a Pokémon GO podcast. I am Masterful 27 and following their rural Tepig Community Day experience, I am joined by the guy, Casual Coops, the guy who believes in the power of 5, that's Pokemon UK, and the guy who loves a stat, and I think I've used that before, so I do apologise, Ian Waterfall. Well, guys, how you two doing?
Well, mate, I've got to say, that was probably the best intro yet. That was my favourite so far.
Indeed. And can I just say, if it isn't obvious, Coops isn't here at the moment. He's not in the studio with us.
Cock.
He technically is.
He is.
He's here in spirit.
It's a good job that we've upgraded the soundboard, not for this reason, because this has caught us all off guard, but actually maybe his name, probably we should have expected this. Yeah, we're going to be using that to a little bit more than often, aren't we, Ian?
We are going to be using that a lot because we need a Coops presence here.
Yeah,
but
we need to chuck him into conversation every now and again.
I genuinely think he forgot that we moved the recording night.
Yeah, they were recording this on Friday rather than our typical slot of Thursday for this week. But Marky Boy, how are you?
I feel like I'm to blame for this. Thank you so much for agreeing to move this forward 24 hours to Friday, because as you said, we do normally record on a Thursday night. I'm all right. I'm knackered, very tired. I've been away on a week on a working training bonding session. I said bonding, Ian.
Team building.
Team building session,
I've
yes.
been climbing trees, kayaking in the sea. Yeah, I'm here. Which is more than some people. So.
And that was more than some people. But Mark, I've got to ask you, have you done any?
Tap, tap, tap.
You're really trying to get Coops in on the soundboard tonight.
He's here. He's
here in spirit.
Well, before we start, what are we drinking? Boys?
I have a whiskey on ice, but the ice has melted because we waited so long for Coops to try and turn up.
Yeah, and no word of a lie, we have been waiting 1 hour for Coops to turn up. But in answer to your question, Mark, I am, after last week's episode with Billy, I'm clean living. I'm on the water, H2O, all the way.
What about you, Mark? What's your beverage?
I've got a mixture here. My beverages are, I've got coffee,
Oh my God, he's
I've
got a
got
tray.
beer, and I've got water.
He's got himself a proper drinks tray.
He's actually got a whole cafetiere for himself.
I respect that.
Has it been that hard work the last 2 days, like kayaking and climbing trees?
Oh, my arms are sore. They are really sore. But yeah, I've got the water to keep me hydrated, the caffeine to keep me awake, and the beer just to, well, it's beer, isn't it? So
it's a cocktail of stuff to keep you able to host this episode.
That's the one. That is the one.
What sort of tail was it, Milo?
Cock.
Tail.
Oh, he's bloody here. Well, excellent stuff, guys. Right, listeners, crack open a cold one or a warm one, throw down your incense, and we're sending all of the shiny, a hundo look your way. For those who have some shiny look whilst listening to the podcast, please share your successes on Twitter at #Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling.
Always.
Double tap that.
Yeah, he did. That's as confirmed by Billy last week. That's SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. Right, let's jump into the Pokemon Go goodness. Well, we're going to start with the getting to know you section. I was on the internet. I was trying to find random questions to keep the flow going because I think we've all just got very lazy. But then something happened and I actually thought, do you know what? I've got one that I want to ask because there's, and you guys, I'll explain it a little bit before I ask the question. So the question is, if you could put one thing into room 101, what would you pick and why? And for anyone listening who's going, what is room 101? Room 101 is a place that you can banish something for good. The quiz show would be people that were on it would each put their one forward and the host would select the winner, forever banish it to room 101. So imagine the world without that thing, and that's room 101. So let's start it. Milo.
We can only guess what Coops would have said. Might have to revisit this question just for him especially. But
I know what he would have said. Coops, what would you have said?
Cock.
It wouldn't have been blowies.
But Room 101, I actually quite like this. One of my favourite questions so far. Just throwing that in there.
I don't have audience grown, Milo.
I was thinking of taking the piss and saying football because of the Euros going on at the moment, so I'm hating it.
It's coming home. It's
God,
coming
don't
home.
start.
It's coming. Guess what's coming home?
And when this is released, there might still be a chance it is coming home. So
That's
it's
true.
coming home.
The match will have happened, won't it? Or it'll be going live.
It'll be on.
It'll
be on. Yeah.
Yeah.
This will
that's
be
true.
dropped before the match, yeah.
Because Coops isn't here to chat shit about my choice, GBL sending it to Room 101.
Why is that then, Milo?
In its current form, I just despise the system, to be honest.
Tap.
And I also know that it would piss Coops off, and he's not here, so
You can't defend
And I
it.
can't
can't.
believe he's still not here.
he can't
I
defend
really
it.
can't believe it.
Yeah, I think that's my choice.
It doesn't have to be Pokemon Go related, but you feel strong about it, do you,
I feel
Milo?
strong.
It
I
is
feel strong.
it's a-
Also, I've got a once in a 22-week opportunity to say something without Coops giving me shit for it, so...
take
Exactly.
it.
No one's going to sit here and call you the boring one tonight, Milo.
Oh, just you wait.
So GBL from Milo. Ian, what about yourself then?
Okay, well, I had narrowed this down to 2. So rather than actually do my usual thing and list both of them, I'm just going to go with 1. And it was a very, very close decision. But the thing I would put in Room 101 is COVID-19.
Yeah, okay. Actually,
Yes.
That's blindingly obvious, to be honest.
Right, winner, we'll move on then. Right.
I don't think I really need to explain myself. So, Mark, what would you put in Room 101?
I'm not going to put a case for not putting COVID-19 to Room 101 because actually, because of COVID, the podcast was born.
That's true. One positive.
One positive.
Some might say.
Some might say that one positive will trigger off however many thousands NHS app notifications at the moment. But I think we can all resignate on this because we're all together for Tepig Com Day. And I'm not on about putting rural Com Day experiences into Room 101 because I'll tell you what, we got some big numbers.
That was a fun community day, Mark. That really was.
It was really good fun.
I think we need to talk about that later, don't you?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
will. I think we will. Because we walked past it on the way back, and as Coops so eloquently put to the people that walk by, watch out, there's some dog shit on the floor.
Oh,
And that was one huge turd, yes. Oh my god. It was like a horse had been on
was.
the fucking path,
A
wasn't
dog
it?
horse.
yeah, dog
yes.
horse.
Like
hybrid.
Scooby-Doo also.
Massive dash hound. So I don't want to put the dogs in Room 101 because they're just doing what they're used to do. But it's people who let their dog shit and they don't pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and this mountain of dog dirt was in the path. It wasn't even like
in the
just
centre of the path. It wasn't even to the
in
side.
the centre of a pathway through a field. It's like there's any manner of place,
Your dog can shit anywhere.
and it chose to.
It's not
I mean,
there.
it shat on the path. Just pick the bloody thing up. Makes no sense. I'm with you, Mark.
You know, unfortunately, I think COVID-19 is going to be the thing. But what we're going to do, I'm going to put a poll out in a minute,
Twitter
and I'm going to
poll,
put
yes,
those
yeah.
those 101 selections, and we're going to reveal that at the end of the podcast.
I like that, Mark.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like
thought
that.
was
That's
good.
actually a bit of
We get a bit of
interactiveness.
interaction. People can actually
Yeah.
vote
Yeah.
on this. Yes.
So I'm gonna put that together, and I'm gonna try multitask, which is what all guys can't do.
You can pause record, and you can post it then.
I'll tell you what, Mark. If you want to finish typing, we'll play some sound effects.
Let's do that. That sounds good.
Let's get a bit of Coops in here.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're thinking rural?
I like that.
Tap. Cock. Cock.
Coops, what would you put in Room 101?
Tap. Cock.
It's like a Casio keyboard, and somebody's made their own custom CD
It really
of sound
is.
effects.
We need more sound bites. We really do.
Well, the further through the podcast, if we can trail back through all the previous episodes of the podcast, I'm sure we can
I'm
find
sure you and I can piece something together. That,
one very empty evening with many drinks. I will go through and
So
clip.
you're going to be editing till like 6 a.m. just like clipping bits of Coops.
And what is it? This will be the 22nd episode, so over 20, probably closer to 24 hours worth of podcasts.
Actually, I'd say it's probably more than 26 or 27
Do you
hours.
think?
'Cause some of them have been quite long.
Oh, that's true, because usually we're averaged over an hour. So yeah, I think that,
Yeah.
I'm with you. 27 plus hours of podcast material. That will be fun.
Yep,
Traipse through
that
and
will
take
be-
clips out.
Yeah, that's when I was doing the soundboard. That is why I decided, hell, now I'm just going to literally start from when we had the soundboard active.
I think that was a good idea.
Anyway, I think Mark is nearly finished typing, so we'll put the clock on and see how much longer he's going to be.
He's love it. He's love it. He's on. He's done.
I was going to say that's a really long sound effect.
Cock.
I was beaten by the length of characters on the people leaving dog poo on the floor, so I had to just fucking morph it into one long word. Shit turned to poo. But yeah, it's on there now. So the poll is on, and already the people that leave dog poo on the floor is winning. What a surprise! But
That's me.
I'm rooting for COVID-19. I'm rooting for COVID-19. Not in that way, obviously. Right, so we've set that up. We've got half an hour for that poll to run. I'm quite excited by that. Interaction at its very finest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without further ado, guys, let's go into the flex game. Flex it up, flex it up. God, I love this live soundboard.
We can all be happy about it because Coops isn't here to moan.
That's why
It's
he's
not
not here.
fixed.
That is why he's
You've
not
got
here.
the flex
He'll join
game and the
afterwards.
script. Oh, fuck you guys.
So we're going to do a bit of flex game. This is going to be fun and not one that everybody wins. The same person wins each round this time around. So we're going to start.
You know
with
he's
something that's-
going to. You really just know he's going to.
I think you're right. I think this is why I'm probably going to change it as we go along.
Flexible, flex it up.
Yeah, we can flex it around as we play the game. I think it's quite right. We're going to talk about the 5th year Pokemon Go anniversary in a bit. So let's use one of these things. So we've got a current event of the game, guys. Shiny Darumaka and Shiny Balloon Pikachu. So a total figure for both caught so far in the game.
I'll jump in. I've got 2 shiny Darumaka and fuck all Pikachu because Pikachu's a bastard.
He's a sneaky
Pikachu's
bastard. He's
a
got
bitch.
a balloon now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Ian.
Well, I have of anything. No shiny Darumaka, no shiny Pikachu. Sweet F.A.
Sweet fuck all.
Commiserations.
I have got 1 shiny Darumaka
Ooh.
and 1 shiny Pikachu. So
Oh, nice. Well, that's your event. Well,
I've split it
event
down the
complete.
middle.
Round one,
I do want the
yeah.
second shiny Darumaka though to do the
True.
to do
So
the
do the
evolution
evolve.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a tie, or we could just agree that Ian's in last place after that round. Milo, I'm quite easy going on that.
Ian-
Why change,
is
why
minus
change
1.
the regular?
Ian's
status
minus
quo?
1. Poor Ian. The second one, and I'm changing it from what I had originally written down. We've got a new Pokedex in the game now. Clicking on the sort of oval thing that has all, select shiny, and I just want a total number of Pokedex shiny entries. So not total number of shinies. This is just how many different Pokemon you've
Yeah,
got.
how many-
that are shiny
How many individual
Species.
species? That's the word.
That's it. I'll start this time around. I have got 381.
That's pretty solid,
Is that
mate.
seen or caught?
Caught.
Caught.
Good going, I say.
That is good, yeah.
Touche.
I'll go on, Ian. You go first, mate.
375.
Yes, you're pretty close.
Milo, 400.
429.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. I fucking hate this.
game. Fuck
game. I hate this game. Fuck you all.
Fucking hate this game. Well, someone's got to hate this game. Yeah.
Ian this week.
I don't hate it, but I am sucking because I'm going to lose the next round
Sucking,
as well.
are you, Ian?
I am
That's interesting.
sucking big time.
We're taking you back to episode 19.
Oh,
Or
yes.
was it episode 20? I forget.
It was episode 20.
It was episode 20, yeah.
I think we are.
One
I
with
think
the
we
blokes.
are.
Yeah. I should know, I edit them.
That'll go down in folklore for one of the most educational podcasts out there. And I think we actually managed to go the whole way with actually really not describing what a blowy truly was. We skirted around it quite a bit, though.
I think we just presumed everybody knew.
And if you don't, you're too young to be listening to this show.
Mm-hmm.
We're officially classified by Billy, weren't we now? We're
MA,
now
mature
officially for
audiences, yes.
Yes.
mature audience. There
That's
you
true.
go.
That is very true.
And we're proud of that. We'll
We
take
are
that. We've
definitely
achieved it.
proud of that, yeah.
So the final round for the flex game, and this is something that we've got no control over. So hopefully everybody's got their Shadow Ho-Oh now. Hopefully no one's powered it up and it's a true original CP. I just want to have a CP. Who's got the best Shadow Ho-Oh? Ian, do you want to lead this one off, buddy?
Yeah, I will. I still haven't caught it yet.
Oh no!
I literally haven't had time all week to do anything, and I'm on the team leaders, so I'll get round to it at some point. But yeah, I'm not seeing any urgency in this one.
You're going to laugh at this, mate.
Oh,
I'm on exactly the same stage. I haven't caught mine either. I've just been like, you know what? I can't be arsed.
Oh, so Mark, you win by default as long as you've caught it.
I have caught it. Oh my god! This is how you fix it, but actually you can't fix it because you don't know it. So that's I got 852.
Oh, what? Coops got his on Comday. What did he get?
His was a shit one.
It was a shit one.
Mine was a 14, 13, 9. So it's a 2-star.
I think he got 870 something from memory, but he's not here to confirm it, so you lose.
All I know.
Tap.
All I knew is he had the wrong team out. But I'm not going to lie to you, it was a bitch to fucking beat. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. I had to wait till Ho had a different moveset to
Really?
actually do it. We'll probably post-date that one. We'll revisit that when you've caught them.
Yeah, put a pin in it. We'll come back to this. Put a pin in it.
That's the game, so that's the flex game. So over to Milo for the news.
Indeed, the news. We're going to talk a little bit about the 5-year anniversary event that's currently happening within Pokemon Go. It's about 6 days left. It runs until July the 15th.
Yes.
Yeah, just clarifying. Not the spelling, just clarifying the event. That's it. Sorry, I was quick catching a Darumaka. That's because Darumaka is the new shiny, which is why it was featured in the Flex game. If you're not aware, Darumaka shiny is lovely sort of pink. People say it's a ghost. I say it's salmonella, to be honest. That's what it kind of looks like. But it's a really cool shiny. It's spawning everywhere, which is fantastic. To go alongside that, there is Pikachu, not in a hat, but lassoed to a bunch of balloons, like something out of Up. It has a 5 balloon, so people who are shiny hunting that Pikachu, this is another one to add to the collection. And every starter, Gen 1 through 6, is spawning in the wild. I think Gen 2, Gen 4, and Gen 6 are a little bit more on the lure, incense, and raid side of things, and in quests. But they're a complete bitch to catch. Oh my god.
So Billy, how would we go about catching them? Ultra Balls, golden raspberries?
If you fucking have them, like, I mean, you know, I live on 7 stops. I gotcha pretty much 24/7. I have not been able to stock up on Ultra Balls at all due to this event. It's been ridiculous.
You've had some great luck, though, on the shiny starters, haven't you, mate? The fire starters. They're finding you, aren't they, mate?
I've been blessed somewhat, yes. But what about you guys? Are you enjoying the event? Have you played it a little bit?
I am enjoying it. I love Darumaka. Pikachu would be nice to get the shiny because it's going to be very limited with it having the 5 balloon. Having said that, I'm not getting anywhere near as much time to play the event as I would like. This weekend is going to be pretty much a grind session for me, I think.
Yeah, I'd recommend doing it. Good event to grind. What about you, Mark?
Definitely is. I've had not a lot of time to play it, but I have sort of tried to fit it in around this week so far. I've had some good luck with it, so yeah, got both the new shinies. So, like I say, got a Darumaka and got a shiny Pikachu with the 5 balloon. Like Ian says, I think it's a very limited one. That's going to be a very small... It's a long
Very
window it's
rare.
available, but...
Yeah. And it doesn't evolve, so you only really need the one.
I only need the one. I love the blues, but you're right, it does look a bit cruel, doesn't it? I don't think Pikachu is voluntarily holding on to that hoop. It looks like it's been pulled around its neck almost, and it's just dangling there, but...
It's a bit weird.
It
was a
doesn't
weird
look
one.
happy. Yeah, I'm down. I love it. I love these events. I remember going back to some of our earlier editions, you know, when we spoke about it, they were coming every 3 or 4 days and it was a new event. This one, I like the fact now, it's like we're getting to Go Fest, that's coming up. This one feels like we've got it for a bit of time, you know, so actually, if you can get 1 or 2 days to grind it, over the window of time it's out, I think you'll have an opportunity. The spawns have been amazing. Darumaka is a great shiny. I do agree. It looks like salmon. It's salmon pink, salmon or whatever, but it's a really good shiny. The spawns make it a really attractive event. My experience, you know, even going to like service stations, which like on the stop-offs during my journey yesterday, there's loads of them. There's loads of them just popping up. So
maxing out that XL candy, you mean getting a level 50, 100% one would be the dream, really, wouldn't it? How many have you done, Milo?
The problem is Stardust. Stardust for me. I've got more than enough XL candy to max each one of the Gen 3s, the Gen 2s, probably Gen 4s as well. I'm sorted for this event personally.
I actually have 2 hundos, one of both versions, so I really do need to max the XL candy. But again, just so not getting enough time to play the game at the moment. It's soul destroying, to be honest.
Yeah, but I guarantee they're going to come.
This weekend, mate.
Yeah, that's the weekend. But they're probably, some of them are going to be featured in Go Fest spawns. I mean, come on.
That's true.
Damn
and
sure.
This weekend I would love to, but I've still got to edit my second vlog from last weekend that's still in my camera. That's how bad this week's been.
Not even gone through. Oh my god.
well, all I'm going to say, guys, is I had a few people say to me, "Oh, you've dropped 2 this week." I went, "No, I missed some of the footage and I bolted it on." And by the time it had so many plays.
You did like a community day
Extended director's cut.
Director's cut. But yeah, take your time. That's definitely the motto there. Take your time. Or become really big so someone else does your editing for you. So that was a lesson that we learned after last week, wasn't it?
We weren't even really big when we got Milo to edit this podcast, were we?
No, definitely not.
You've just been hashtag blessed with my presence.
Oh, I like that. We've talked about the current event, but actually we had something other drop, didn't we, Milo? Nice little update to what we've got, the big thing this month.
Indeed. The Pokemon Go dropped on Thursday night when actually we would have been doing the podcast usually. They dropped the news of the Go Fest. They dropped the news of the Go Fest Ultra Unlock. These are the bonuses that will be unlocked if we complete various global challenges during Go Fest, which, as we know with global challenges, apart from that one where it was 40 million raids or something and we completed, well, we did complete it, but very, very slowly.
Yeah.
The community has never, ever failed a global challenge, so we're pretty much going to be guaranteed these.
And Niantic will never let us fail.
They will never let us fail. They're too
They will never let us fail.
A little perk, actually, that they said for Go Fest is that you'll be able to do 6 special trades each from Friday at 1p. This is what PDT, sorry.
Pacific, PDT.
Yeah.
STD, PGT.
They do like two different location time things like next to each other, and it confused the fuck out of me.
Those PSTDs, you got to be careful of them.
Over the course of the Go Fest weekend, I'm pretty sure it's from when New Zealand start until when California end on the Sunday. That's the time expanse.
Yeah, it's going to be like a staggered start like we had last
so
year,
it's a bit more than 2 days, but you'll be able to do 6 special trades, which is sweet, I guess. That's 3 times more than you would be able to do usually.
And hopefully the distance is there, because Masterful 27, we still didn't do ours last weekend, and we
I know.
You didn't.
No, we didn't do it.
We were meant to do it Sunday
my
morning, then
God.
I'm like, right, I've just got to go and film this vlog, otherwise it's not going to happen. And plus 3-hour drive back home, and we never got it done.
It ran away from us, didn't it, the morning in the end? It just absolutely ran away from us, yeah.
The meat of this article is, of course, the Ultra Unlocks, and it is staggered, much like it was for last year. It's in 3 sections. You may remember we had the Dragon Week, then we had Shiny Deoxys normal form released, and then we had Shiny Genesect. This time round, for 2021, there's Part 1, which is labelled Time. If trainers complete a total of 8 global challenges, they'll gain access to Ultra Unlock Part 1, Time. The flow of time will be disrupted. Pokemon from various eras will be appearing more often. Part 1 will run from Friday, July the 23rd at 10 a.m. local time to Tuesday, August the 3rd at 8 p.m. your local time. I'll go through the next section, then we can talk a little bit about this, because people are speculating some good stuff for this. Part 2 is labelled Space. If we complete 16 global challenges, we'll unlock Part 2. As Part 1 Time wraps up, we can set our eyes to the other dimensional counterpart, Space. Space itself will be distorted as Pokemon from various places appear. Space will run from August the 6th, Friday, at 10 a.m. your local time, to Tuesday, August the 17th, at 8 p.m. your local time. Now, anybody who knows a little bit about the backbone of some legendary stories, Palkia and Dialga control space and time in the Pokemon universe.
That's what you do.
Do we think that this is shiny release for these two?
I do. I think this is a big build-up, and for what it sounds like, we don't know what those challenges are yet, but there's a substantial amount that need to be completed. It just feels like this is, if it doesn't happen now, when is it going to happen? This looks, it's got to be, hasn't it?
The build-up's there, isn't it? They're going to give us something big. They always do. I mean, we've had we've had the birds, we've had the beasts. So something shiny is going to come out, yeah.
Yeah, because last year, like I said, we got shiny normal form Deoxys release for the first time, and then after that we got shiny Genesect release. So it would be really cool, because both Dialga and Palkia are seriously sought after legendaries. They're both really good. They haven't properly been in raids since 2019, since they were launched. So this is
It's been that long, has
yeah.
it? Fast.
They were
like
featured.
18 months, wow.
They were featured for the Sunday of last year's Go Fest, but that's one day. I don't really classify that as proper raid time, as it were. They haven't been a designated raid boss for over 2 years. That would be amazing. They're both really good shinies. They're both fantastic Dragon-type Pokemon, so I'm hyped for that. That would be really, really
That'd be
cool.
amazing.
Do you know what? It's when you said like 2019, I went, bloody hell, 2019, has it been that long ago? I was meant to mention, we talked about the 5th year anniversary, but did Buddy Pokemon, did they come in 2016?
I think you could
No, we
see.
didn't
said
have,
that on
we
the
didn't have Buddy
announcement.
Pokemon from the launch. No.
I got confused by that.
Because when I clicked the links on it, we won't talk too much about it, but like it said over the years what's happened in the game and it's evolved. It was like 2016 Buddy Pokemon, and I went, they weren't there in 2016.
Have you guys seen the chat?
Yeah, jump on.
Coops has just said, "Have you started?"
I see. Oh, brilliant.
I think I've seen people talking about it. I got very confused by the Buddy in 2016 thing, but I think you could technically set one as your buddy, but it wouldn't be walking around with you on the map, etc. You could use it to get candies, because I remember I was like, my very first Dragonite, I walked that thing for like over 300 kilometers just to get the candy to evolve the damn thing. So it definitely was a feature. But because it was so long ago, and because it's now been eclipsed by the proper buddy system we have in place today, it just kind of got lost in time.
But sorry I went off a tangent then. I wanted to mention that earlier, but no, you're absolutely right. I think they evolved it, didn't they, further down the line?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
no, definitely. But yeah, Shiny Dragons, that's more exciting. But yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it?
It is,
Definitely
absolutely.
got to be.
The third part of the Ultra Unlock is part 3, and it's just labelled as 3 question marks, so it's a little bit of a guess game. If trainers complete a total of 24 global challenges, they'll unlock part 3, triple question mark.
Oh.
What will happen once parts 1 and 2 are over? Will these abnormal events continue to happen? What awaits us during part 3? Stay tuned, trainers. We will keep you posted on our findings. But we do know the timing. It will run from Friday, August the 20th, right through until the end of the month at August the 31st, 8 p.m, your local time. We can dive straight into some speculation. People are speculating because if we look at I'm going to get a little bit Pokemon geeky at the moment, but Palkia Dialga are also teamed up as a trio with Giratina. They've got space, time, and I think it's then like the distortion world or whatever it is, the anti-realm. But the other one in Gen 4 that hasn't been released yet is Arceus, the god Pokemon.
Ooh,
that would
yeah.
be some serious release. That would be a really good reward.
And they're always cagey, aren't they, about the last special feature for these unlocks, and that could be really interesting, actually. I'm with you actually, because I quite like the fact they've left it as a bit of a surprise. Because that's right at the end of August. We've still got over a month to wait for that. Exactly. And you know what? Sometimes you can know too much, can't you? I mean, a surprise now and again can actually be quite good.
I mean, they're unlikely to say, it would be hilarious if they go, it's Cowboy Hat Caterpie, level 5 raids.
Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. Do you know what they'll do just to piss people off? They'll just do Bidoof with a cowboy hat. Before Caterpie.
Costume
they're doing
shiny
Pikachu
hunters.
with a Meloette hat, aren't they?
Yeah, that's true, actually. Pikachu with a Meloetta hat or whatever it is. I didn't go through that because it's all...
Pikachu with a Meloetta hat will be spawning in the wild during Go Fest, and if you do photo bombs, you will get either your Rockstar or your Popstar Pikachu.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy. I mean, I love it. I think what will be very interesting is how long that this can be kept away from the data miners, because I've always said data miners ruin Pokemon Go. And, if there's all these question marks, what that looks like will be quite interesting. And I hope that doesn't get ruined. But I love the mystery of a month of question marks. I think it's really good. But yeah,
absolutely.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Love it. Love some guessing. It's good. Right, so it's that time of the podcast. We're going to jump into the game and name that Pokemon.
Name That Pokemon is back, and the pleasure is mine to actually host this section once again. So since we've got no Coops, we're going to play first to 2 as we always have, so this could be over very, very quickly. So, straight in to Name That Pokemon. Our first Pokemon is from Gen 5, and this name is in Japanese.
Oh, God.
And are you ready?
I'm ready to fail.
Maracasi.
Maractus.
What?
Hi,
Coops
boys.
has just turned up.
Did you forget about us or something?
Oh, he comes in with a point straight away. Wow.
Straight in there.
I love the fact I enter on the game that I absolutely hate. At least it's not the flex game.
Yo, you missed that one. You're probably still stuck on the M25.
That's the reason why I'm late. I wanted to move past the flex game.
You saw it in the show notes and you're like, no, I'm out.
I'm not going to get into the reason why I'm late, but I apologise. So, yeah. But there, 1 point to me. Hi, boys. Hello, everybody.
1 point
Hi.
to you.
Welcome
I hate
back.
this game. I bloody hate this game.
The question
That
is...
makes out for the week when you had no Wi-Fi, totally missed out.
Exactly. How have you missed me, though?
We have. You've been here in spirit.
Cock.
We have a soundboard.
Tap. The Marky boy. Before we move on, what was my intro? Because I missed it.
Leave it for the edit.
Okay.
You'll love it. You'll love it, mate.
intro.
You'll love it.
We'll love the intro.
So Coops has got a point just like that. Wow. Okay. Make the next one's easy, Ian, please.
Okay, so Coops has one. We're going to go French for this one. So, Mark, this one should be where you actually guess the Pokemon. Our Pokemon is from Gen 3. Tarinor.
Toxic.
Talonflame.
That's Gem 5.
The casual has entered the chat.
So, Milo, do you want to hazard a guess before I give you
Can I
one
get the
more
name?
clue?
Can I get the name again?
Tarinor. Obviously, that's not with any French accent, but...
Yeah, Milo, you go now. I'm going to have a second guess.
I don't know. Zigzagoon? No, literally not a clue.
Is it Talo? Oh.
Okay, so your extra clue is it is a rock-type Pokemon.
Aaron.
Nose pass.
Oh my god.
So he comes in at the last minute and wins the game. 2 points. No one can catch him.
Have I
Coops
genuinely
wins,
just won a game that I
deflects.
hate?
Fuck's sake. I hate this
Coops
game.
wins. Name that Pokemon.
Drat those pesky kids. Oh, bloody hell. Coopsy. Welcome again.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Talk about an entrance.
That is an entrance. And actually, you've timed it just right, Coops, because actually, you've turned up when it's your section now, mate. So that was perfect. It was flawless. You win a game, and now you're at the right point as well, mate. Well done.
It's me. I'm ready for it.
Let us to the hosts, Coops. It's over to you, mate.
That fucking dog. Right.
Blowies.
Oh my god, I thought that was the soundboard, Mark.
It will be next week.
All right, I know this one's got a bit of cute music, so I need to be a bit... Oh no, this is a funny story, so maybe we need some comical
The
music.
cute music will go behind it. Well,
We had some
yeah.
Benny Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, so this one for this week's Letters to the Host, this is from Herv. And it says, Dear Incensed podcast host, just a funny, quick story. This happened 3 years ago, and Shiny Latios has just been released. I had booked the afternoon off to be with Masterful 27 and a few friends to do some raids on foot and in our cars. We all met in the local woods as there was 5 gyms and at least one tier 5 egg was on one, along with other lower level eggs. We do our Latios raid, no one gets a shiny. We all start walking to the cars and I select Touch Protect on my phone and casually put it in my shirt front pocket. Come on, gotcha, do your work so I can chat. 5 minutes later, I pick up my phone to check everything is working. To my surprise, I was in a stupid level 1 raid. I don't remember what Pokemon it was and the timer was halfway through. The culprit, my nipple. It just unlocked my phone by swiping and managed to start a raid lobby. Since then, I always turn my screens outward.
Oh my god.
Well, that's one way to promote Free the Nipple, isn't it?
I say, podcast hot tub, raid with your nipples.
That's promoting your OnlyFans, isn't it?
But thank you, Herb, for that one. See, that was Letters to the Host, Marky Boy. That was a funny one. I like that.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I was really fortunate to be there on the day that happened as well. And it was exactly how he said. We got the time off. We booked it off from work. And we were around Milton Keynes doing I think it was Latios or Latios. It was one of them when the Shinies were released. And it was a warm day as well. So I don't know how Hervey's nipple did that. It was a very warm, pleasant day, so that made it a little bit more miraculous.
Mark, do you know what I love? Do you know what I love? I just read out the letter and said it was Latios, and you were just like, it was either Latios or Latias. You weren't even fucking listening. You weren't even listening. Mark, I just read the letter, and my guy goes, it was either Latios or Latias. I just fucking told you.
He was there. He didn't need to pay attention to what you were saying.
He was too busy looking at his Twitter poll, Coops. That's what he was doing.
Oh, he's done one already. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was great. And you'll love the poll, Coops. You'll love the poll. You might not like the result of it, but you'll love the poll. That was a funny letter. So, guys, this is something I've wanted to mention before, and this is a bit of an open discussion now. And with what we've talked about with GO Fest and how that's going, and what could potentially be announced off the back of the additional trades available on it, is something that someone messaged me about initially. So, Spindiana is a raider from near Toaster, where I used to live, in Brackley. Really top person, done some great raids together. And he mentioned to me, he said, the game's evolved so much because of COVID-19. We can do a lot of things remotely now, but we can't do remote trading. What's the reason behind it or not? And, there's pros and cons to everything. But actually, off the back of something that could link up to this quite neatly, we don't know if that's going to happen or not, and we certainly won't know by the time this episode comes out. I want to throw it out there, guys. What do we think about the potential of remote trading coming into the game? And do we think it will damage it? Do we think it will complement it? What do we think, guys? Who will start?
I'll jump in straight away. Like, something that I think should be, like, it should be an element of the game in a very kind of specific set of circumstances. I think lucky friend trades should be able to be done remotely, because a year and a half has passed. We've met up on global Discord, WhatsApp chats and stuff. We've made international friends in the game. I'm certainly friends with a couple of people in Australia and lucky friends now. No chance am I going to be able to do that lucky trade whatsoever. So if you could remote trade just to do the lucky friends, I think that would be a really neat addition, to be honest, and fairly minimal. I don't know about remote trading just as a bog standard, to be honest. Let me ponder my thoughts and somebody else can interject.
He's like, Coops, you be controversial and then I'll reply back to you.
I mean, what I will jump in there and I go, because initially when I was asked about it, I was a bit like, I don't think you could just open it all up, but the lucky trade is a really good bit to go from, because I don't know about you guys, but as we open gifts and exchange for that, I am accruing so many lucky friends now. I must have 50, 60 lucky friends. And these are people that, let's face it, I'm never going to meet up and do a trade with. And is it just a wasted lucky trade?
When you do, you don't trade with them, do you?
No, Ian.
You two bloody idiots forgot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, you didn't even do it. Oh my god, yeah, I've just realised.
How casual are we? How casual are we, mate?
It's just funny, all day you were like, Coops, Milo, remind us, we've got a lucky trade. Here we are a week later, like, shit.
I even texted him like 5 minutes before I left saying, do you want to come outside and do the lucky trade?
Oh shit, I didn't see it. Sorry. Well, let's do one of those musical tunes, Ian, that signifies we've gone into the future. Ian, sorry I didn't do that lucky trade with you, buddy. Should we do it now? We could do it long distance if you want.
Since we can do long distance trades now for lucky friends, then I think we should. Just don't give me a fucking slack off.
Oh, that one's got Milo's name all over it. That's one's got Milo all over it.
Yay.
I'm just here like, enter Niantic, giving you a 12-12-12 lucky, shiny, legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about the schlundo. It's going to be...
They'll do that, won't they? That's so Niantic, isn't it? They'll fucking do like a CP decreaser on it, won't they? It'll be devalued because of the long distance.
The further the distance is, the lower the IVs.
They'll monetize it in some way. Yeah. Oh my god!
Shh! Don't give them ideas.
There you go, John Hankey. You can have that one on me.
Milo, when we had the Valentine's event, you said, I don't know what they're doing. Put shiny Alamalamola in those bloody raids and make loads of money. What happened next?
Yeah,
fucking did exactly what you said.
Free passes for everybody.
Yes, I get behind that.
Oh, Ian, can we come back to the present? So
yeah, let's go back in time.
Oh yeah, sorry, Coops. Yeah,
let's go back in time.
Mark. You know what, though? I'm only joking. I'm not actually going to be controversial, but I think it's actually a really good discussion, Marky Boy, and I think trading in the game is just really interesting. But the first thing that I always find is when you're trying to hit lucky friends with people, it's always people that live miles away and never anybody in
It's
your
never
area.
the ones you want, is it? No, it's never the ones that live down the road.
That is so true.
That's always pissed me off. It's like they're like they know, but look, it's really weird for me, and I don't know why, but back in sort of 2018, 2019, I used to really enjoy trading. I used to really enjoy it. I used to, after community days, I used to sit with friends, do loads of trades, try and get that lucky hundo. I genuinely used to enjoy trading. I'll be honest, this sort of last year and a half, and even a bit before COVID existed, I just haven't been interested in it, and I don't really know why. I don't know if you guys feel the same. When trading first came out, everybody was quite excited, but it's a bit like one of those things, you know, we spoke about RNG before, and how many times do you need to trade a Pokemon, or how many times do you need to do a lucky trade to get a Shundo or to get a Hundo, you know? And I feel like, is it really worth it? You know, is it really worth doing 270 lucky trades to finally get a Shundo Rayquaza? I don't really know. And I think that's up to you as an individual, whether, you know, that's worth it. And I think that's kind of where I fell out of love with trading. It's just so random. I've traded with friends and we've gone lucky and I've given them a Hundo. And then we do the next trade. I'll go, oh, this one won't be lucky, so I'll give you the same Pokemon because it won't be lucky, you know, trying to warm it up for another lucky. And then it goes lucky again and they get another Hundo. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. I've just now given you 2 lucky Hundo Bulbasaurs in a row. Like, you know, I don't know. I think trading's really interesting. I think it comes down to how you personally feel. But for me, I've completely fallen out of love with trading. If you could remote trade, I honestly don't think it would make any difference to my love for it. I really don't. And I don't know what that says about trading for me. But like I said, whether they brought in remote trades, like for me and Milo could trade, you know, living, you know, however far apart we could every day, 100 Pokemon, I still don't think I'd be interested, mate. And that's how I feel.
I guess, yeah, fair enough.
It is, you know, I mean, it's an interesting one, because like whenever a new shiny comes into the game, but there's always that incentive to go out there and hunt it and hunt it and hunt it. You want to get it, don't you? You want to get it, and then you always go, oh, fucking, I've missed it, you know. Well, I'll trade with someone who's got one. And like you said, the world's now changed. And actually, I've missed a few shiners on events, you know, and actually now I'm kind of quite comfortable with that. I think it's a mindset thing. I've broken that. So I agree with you, actually. I don't think my trading distance medal, which you've got platinum on, Coops, somehow. I don't know how that happened. It's so low. You know, mine is. So it shows that I've never been in love with trading, because even the numbers is low.
Do you know what, Mark? Do you know what makes me feel even less of a casual? Do you know that medal that I announced and you lot were so shocked, bro? Like, I haven't traded in like 2 years. Like, so that was my medal. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what makes me feel even more like Brandon Tarn. Like, that was my medal. That was my medal. Honestly, I've not traded in ages. But yeah, sorry, mate. Carry on. Sorry.
No. Ian, what do you reckon about it, buddy?
Well, you might have noticed I kept quiet.
You don't normally do that, so I'm a little bit concerned.
No, you shouldn't be, because I'm actually in the same corner as you guys. Before COVID, I used to love trading. You know, there's something about sitting there with like a group of friends, trading backwards and forwards over a beer or a coffee. And quite often,
Bud Light is not a beer. A Bud Light is not a beer.
Piss and water.
I'm not going to concede that. I like Bud Light, you know that. But yeah, there was something about trading. Now, remote trading, I like the fact that Niantic wheel it out every now and again for an event. Occasionally they give us that 40k sort of limit. So Coops and Milo, you might be able to trade something.
You can trade dick pics.
You do that anyway, don't you? Let's face it.
It's a special kind of gift he gives me.
Exactly.
Sorry, was it like this in the first half hour? Sorry, I just come in and make it
giving.
We missed you in the first half hour. We definitely missed you.
We got ourselves ready for you, Coops. You're finishing us off. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we were the fluffers, and then yeah, back to my point. Yeah, I don't know if I would want distance remote trading as a regular feature, because like Coop said, like Milo said, like even Mark said, it would just become boring and tedious. Now, lucky distance trades, completely different scenario, because I think that is something that is long overdue in the game. I mean, like you guys, I've got people in Australia that I'm lucky friends with, I've got people in Japan, I've got people in America. You're never going to be able to meet enough people and synchronize enough during a very short period of time when you might be somewhere for an event to do all of these lucky trades. Even given us 6, you still never get through them. So remote trades for lucky friends is definitely a thing that should happen.
Like a quality of life, I agree. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And imagine,
100%.
I mean, if it could be worldwide, you know, lucky trade friends. How the fuck do we say it?
Lucky friend trades.
Exactly. I couldn't figure out how to put it.
licky lucky friend trades. Yeah, but one of those. You know, one of those. Yeah, I agree. A massive quality of life would be if we could worldwide trade them. But yeah, I just don't think if they made normal trading remote, I'd like. Yeah, is it bad that I wouldn't give a shit still?
No,
I don't
because
know.
I I wouldn't give a shit. I think the general consensus here is none of us would give a shit.
Yeah, it's
I might be tempted to do it a bit more, but I mean, I'm doing trading for a completely different purpose at the moment. But going back to what you guys have just said, is that you're already not interested in trading.
I was when we could do it in person.
In person.
I think Coops was as well when we could do it in person.
But at the moment, Coops, you were saying you've fallen out of interest with trading. And I'm kind of with you, RNG is a bitch. Yeah. But there are people who might benefit from, not maybe infinite, but maybe an increased radius, an increased distance that you could trade. I mean, we know that Niantic are talking about reducing distances in a very short space of time, so it's unlikely they'll ever implement that sort of thing into the game, to be honest. But I don't see a problem with like having a 500-kilometer trade distance boost. You know, it would mean that people who maybe can't meet up or whatever could trade if they wanted to. It might just make it a bit more accessible as a feature. Maybe they reduce the number of trades you can do down to 50 remotely or something like that. Like you have a reduced number of remote raiders in a raid. Just a thought that it could implement it that way.
It's interesting, isn't it, that they've never put it on though. You know, and I know we're going back to it about falling. I love it. I mean, we all met up in person. I still couldn't be bothered to do a trade with you, Ian. So that speaks volumes, doesn't it? I mean,
well, because you know you're going to get a 12, 13.
Yeah, you'll
What's
get
the
something
point?
shit.
What's the point?
But I think, like you said, I think something definitely. The lucky bit has got. If it's ever going to be an entry point to it, it's got to be something like you have to work.
It would have to hinge on
90 days of interactions.
Yeah.
I can understand why people raid. Let's just use Rayquaza. People raid Rayquaza to get shinies. Very rarely you get a Shundo. To get shinies, to lucky trade them with friends to get the Milo, your
Schlundo.
The Schlundo, right?
Schlundo.
I can see that is really appetizing. And I think what would make it even more appetizing, like what we've all said, is if they did introduce the Licky Lucky Friends, best friends trades worldwide, that you could do them as soon as you get them with anyone, with coordination from you and them. I think that would change the game, and I think that would be a brilliant feature. But as the rest of it goes, I just don't think people are going to care. But you are right, Mark. Doing all that friendship, it's a bit like getting a best buddy, and you don't really get like a 10 CP
work,
boost.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of work for nothing, really.
Yeah.
You're dead
so,
on.
I do think you are actually. If they ever change that game, I will definitely be chasing all of my lucky friends. Oh, it's a video idea.
Just got to get a good thumbnail for it, but you know, I just don't. I think, like you said, it's always something, and I think you're right here. Actually, the way people play it has changed, or certainly the mindset of how you play it's changed. Like we said when we all got together last week, for me, actually the game was actually just the background for it. I was just having a laugh with bants and everything off each. It was great fun, and of course we had a shiny hunt. And community days, I think that's what they've been about for me in the past. So that was the first true community day that I've played in that sort of surrounding. It's not location-wise, I'm all about the people with me. It felt like normal. It felt great. And I think it's going to need a lot more of those experiences to get me back into that trading mindset at the moment. I think you're right. The lucky bit, you've got to do something with it. It's 90 days. It's a lot of effort, isn't it? You know, so...
Well, it's 90 days and then potentially years of waiting.
Yeah?
There are people I've been best friends with in my local area and still have never gone lucky friends with. And you're like, do I wait until 2062?
Despite a daily interaction,
despite daily interaction, you think this is ridiculous. The RNG on lucky friends, considering what Coops has said, what you usually get from a lucky trade. Honestly, I've had many more like random hundos and lundos from normal the 100 trades, bog standard, like Gibble trades from Gibble Comday. Just did endless Gibble trades for like weeks after and got 2 or 3 more 100%ers randomly, which is fuckside better than any of the lucky friend trades I've ever done, to be honest.
And I think, you know, when we talk about the other side of the game, you know, and like we have mentioned it a couple of times with spoofing and that, you know, they're adamant about protecting the game and its integrity and all that. But actually, you know what? People can get around it anyway. So, you know, why not have it in the game like that? You could limit it so you don't get regional ones in it if they want to be so precious. But yeah, you have to, if you want to legitimately get a Relicanth, it's either in an event where they bring it over to you or when you're over in New Zealand. But I still don't see why they're protecting this element of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like you said, Coops, you're rolling the dice on it, you know, it's a dex entry at best. That's the best thing you're going to get out of it, which is new. I don't understand. I don't think it's that important protecting that, but
you're rolling a dice, and it's got 8 million ones and only won 6.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking dice.
You've given me a really good idea for next week's episode, actually, bro. So I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah, sweet.
No worries at all. Coops, I'm going to put you on the spot as you've joined us. It isn't in the show notes, so let's just jump straight into it. What's going on in PvP, mate? What's going on in the world of PvP?
Do you want the new jingle?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
God, he made a jingle.
Okay, here we go. This is the first time anyone has heard this new jingle. PvP Corner.
Hey, Ian,
That's brilliant.
do you know what that needs, bro?
GG's.
No, we need the 4-minute long round of applause for that one jingle.
Do you want the round of applause, Coops?
Mate, I'll give you credit. That's a good jingle, bro. I like that.
It suits.
I didn't know if there's too many punches in there.
No, not enough. Not enough. Well, with the lag, there'd probably be a few more, wouldn't there, Coops?
Yeah. No, mate. We've to be honest, bro. I've actually I've not played. I think I'm on like 320 battles, and I apologise. Like I said, I'll be. You know, when PvP Corner becomes a proper segment in the show, I'll be on it. I promise you. But yeah, you have definitely put me on the spot, mate. And I can't. I know Element Cup is on. I know Ducklet with Brave Birds killing everything. But apart from that, I'm a bit rusty, bro. To be honest, that's come at a bad time for me. You asking that?
No, it's all right, mate. Because before we were joking about it, and Ian goes, "You haven't put it on the show notes." And I said, "Well, I haven't touched PvP for about 4 weeks now." So I got to rank 20, and I was like, I need to get a little cup thing in there, so it gives me a chance to get up to the next rate.
Well,
is it ace? Is it after 20?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we've given the listeners a little teaser for the PvP Corner segment.
Coming soon. No, brilliant, and I like that discussion as well. So it would be wrong not to talk about it in a little bit of detail. Then. So we all met up obviously last week for Tepig Com Day. We had an absolute blast, guys. You know, we also had a challenge from our featured guest on the last episode as well. So we'll see how we did against Billy. What do we think about Tepig Com Day?
You know, I'm going to start here. I didn't know what to expect from a rural community day. Now, I knew meeting up with the three of you would be fucking awesome, and it lived up to expectations. You were all absolutely amazing, and the 2 days we spent together wasn't anywhere nearly long enough, and I'm so pissed that I had to leave so early. But the day itself, for saying that we were in a very, very sort of countryside-y surroundings, I wasn't disappointed, really. I know Milo was like having a few sort of panic attacks about the amount of spawns, but I really kind of was enjoying it. It was a good day.
I felt like we had to keep rebooting Milo, didn't we, at certain points? He looked like he'd crashed, he's flatlined, hadn't he? There were times.
About 5 minutes in.
It was a bit of a change from what I'm used to, but I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was such a fun day, more so because obviously I was hanging out with you guys. Like, I mean, I'm sure we're all going to say exactly the same thing. It was just a really fun, prattling around banter, featuring each other's vlogs, stealing each other's cameras at various points. It was just a laugh. And
yeah, thanks for that little extra segment in my video, guys.
You're welcome.
I really love that.
You're welcome. But I think that, Tepig Com Day was all right. I mean, I enjoy a shiny grind, and I came back to London and found I actually got more shinies than quite a few people here anyway.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Wow.
We actually, I think, no, Ian, you still lost out to some of my local crew, but Mark, Coops, and I, we actually still beat and got more shinies than quite a few people who played in London.
You all got serious numbers, though, didn't you? I mean, realistically, you all got serious
Coops
numbers.
and Mark got some proper figures, which is good, and they got a lot of Tepig.
Yeah, and do you think, well, we're going to find out in a second, but do you think Billy came anywhere close to you guys?
Well, let's be honest, right? As a content creator, Billy, that is, he's got a lot more distractions whilst doing a com day, which gives us all an advantage over him. So I'd expect a big total from him. No, a small total from him, actually. Yeah, because if he's as disrupted
Literally,
as
he would have been stopping recording. So
yeah,
he probably, yeah.
But I don't know how many he's got, genuinely. So this will be quite interesting. But I said they were bigger numbers than normal for a rural com day. But yeah, interesting that we actually beat some of the city players, Milo. That's really... Yeah. That surprised me, that has. Is that the circuit you normally play on? Is
yeah,
that
it is.
Talking about
it is.
Part? Yeah.
To be fair, I know they said they took it a little bit more relaxed, like they actually sat down for lunch for an hour and actually
Is that
went
'cause
to
you
a
weren't there?
restaurant.
Yeah, because
Quite
Milo
possibly.
sits down for 3 or 4 minutes.
You makes that Coops, can't you? Milo started, the teacher's out, we've got a sub-teacher today, right, we can have a fucking laugh.
Exactly.
But Milo's cracking the whip.
Well, for me, if I'm being honest, I didn't actually like it. I loved it.
Ian was about to play the cock.
I was about to play something then, but I was too slow.
I had to do the typical fucking Simon Cowell on the X Factor, you know, when he's like, I didn't like it. I loved it. No, come on. You know, I'm just going to be repeating what you boys said, regardless that I won the shiny competition between us four. I'm about to find out if the trainer club...
You might not have against Billy, though.
Yeah, we'll find out in a sec, but I've said this off camera to Mark and shout out Lisa. You guys were incredible hosts. And yet, you know, I think it's hard. You know, when you start this process, something creative with anybody, it does feel weird that you haven't met, especially for 3, 4, 5 months. We've not all met each other, and obviously, I think when you meet up, there's a bit of worry that in real life you might not get on. But I think if anything, it's brought us closer. So yeah, it was amazing day, amazing vibes, amazing hosts, and it was good, man. It was good. I loved it, really loved it. Well, so what did Billy get then? Who won?
Okay,
Because I know I won out of us four.
Total. So I obviously got the least, if for anyone that's watched our videos, and I know we don't plug our own videos, but I got 30.
I got 50, which was a record.
45 for me.
And I got 53, so I actually won out of all of us. So what did Billy get? Play the little clip for me.
So Billy, what did you get?
And our total shiny count, 26 total shinies.
Was he playing?
Wow. What the fuck? Wow.
Wow.
So I can't believe I was bitching about me having the lowest number, but yeah, I actually beat Billy.
Mad.
That's
crazy.
a very low bar, though.
Yeah, the casual club.
Yeah, but I had the usual 45 minutes trying to send the drone up in the air, didn't I?
You did. And Ian, to be fair, you did say you almost wrote off the last 2 hours, didn't you? Because I'm not going to get another shiny, and you
Yeah, I
didn't.
said I wasn't going to get another one, and I didn't. Yeah, it was karma, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think we're going to do a poll result before we move into Ask the Intern.
Oh,
Okay.
goody.
So, Coops, the question on today's Getting to Know You section was if you could put one thing in room 101, which is obviously get rid of it forever and we never see it again, we all had the opportunity to nominate something for room 101. The options are what we all put forward. Milo put GBL into room 101. Ian put COVID-19 into room 101.
Fair.
And I put, following our community day experience, people who leave dog shit on the floor into room 101. Someone commented on it and put, dog poo on the floor and GBL, aren't they the same thing?
Respect to whoever said that.
You are now my best friend.
And we did sort of, you know, COVID-19 is a fucking horrible thing. We want to get rid of it forever. But no, it had some stiff competition, which I never thought I'd be saying that. So anyway, the results are in. 28% of people, it was tied between GBL and COVID-19.
No way.
Fuck's sake,
So
what is
dog
wrong
shit
with
was in
you
room
all?
101.
Which means that with 44% of people, they agreed with me, that people who leave dog shit on the floor should be banished to room 101. So the people people have spoken. The people have spoken. And we're not playing down, obviously, all the other things, but, you know, it was a bit of refreshing, a little break from the norm. As I said earlier in the edition, warned some nice passers-by. And what did you say to them, Coops?
I said, be careful back there, there's a bit of shit on the floor.
Do you want to know one of the best quotes from the Tepig Community today? And you
Go
can
on,
actually
go
hear it
on.
in my video. It was from you, Coops. You're like, people are so nice here in the country. If you said hello to somebody in Croydon, you'd get stabbed.
You do that. Like, what are you looking at, bro?
You're looking at me
Can I
funny.
just say to our Twitter followers, I am disappointed in you. Coops the Casual is GBL is the same as COVID, you motherfuckers.
I'm surprised, to be fair.
So, Coops, just out of interest before, and I'm not taking over Mark's show, but what would you have put in room 101 if you had been here?
It's a tough question. I'll tell you what I might do. I might use it for my introduction for next week, if that's all right. Let me have a think and I'll make it a good one. But I like that. That was fun. I'm gutted I missed that. That was fun. That sounds jokes.
Mate, but you missed it and you still won one of the games. So you've
True.
set a dangerous precedent
two.
there, mate.
Technically two.
Two, right, yeah. Right. So, some say Niantic interns have names, but when they join Niantic, they have to give them up in exchange for 2 random letters picked from a Scrabble bag. It's our favourite feature, Ask the Intern.
Ask the intern.
I fucking forgot it was him!
Thank you very much, Billy.
Sorry, I forgot it was him.
Here we go.
Do you know what?
That's genuinely caught him out by surprise.
Do you know what? I forgot I did that to him.
I felt sorry for the guy. You did not give him a choice, mate.
Can we? That took me off guard considering the evening I've just had. Can you play that one more time for me?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Are you ready for it?
Ask the intern.
Okay.
Ian, it's over to you.
Sorry.
Well, thank you. And tonight's Ask the Intern is actually going to be slightly different to usual because after sifting through Niantic's Twitter support for the best part of an hour and a half, everyone's just bitching about the new Pokédex. So I'm actually not going to cover the new Pokédex, and I've got a couple of queries here. So the first one up, at Niantic Help, at Niantic Labs. Do you support the Gotcha line of devices? So Niantic's reply. Hi there, trainer. Gotcha is not a supported Pokemon Go accessory, and using third-party software and accessories may lead to strict actions on your account. That said, as long as you're burdened by our terms of service, there shouldn't be any reason for concern.
I don't know what to say. To be honest,
We never do. Do.
It's a bit like that person who went on both of my accounts, isn't it? And said, I'm running multi-accounts.
Yeah.
You don't say to Niantic,
I'm using an unsupported accessory.
I'm using a
but some people probably
third-party
don't know
device.
that.
I don't know, but when you buy it, it doesn't say endorsed or Pokemon Go.
No, it doesn't.
Whatever.
No, it doesn't mention.
It does
Pokemon
say
Go
this
anywhere,
is
I
a
don't think.
third-party device. Some people really.
I think Niantic are treading on dangerous ground there. They know if they do something, they'll lose probably over half of their active game players if they did it, because the Gotcha, in my opinion, is a far better device than the
Gotcha is better.
I'd be gone.
It's better than the Go Plus. Yeah,
I'd be gone.
Coops would be gone as well now. Coops has got his little Gotcha.
I've actually got one now.
It's. I think I've got the Pokeball Plus. I think
I actually do have a Gotcha. Yes, yeah.
that's the thing. I want a Gotcha because it's quite like James Blonde and quite slick. I've got the Pokeball Plus, so you look really sad when you're like walking down the
around with that on
street.
Saturday, wasn't you? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have done. Like I said, I wouldn't have done it in my area. I would have got shanked, but I could do it. Saying that though, we had that bloke, didn't we, on the boat, and he was drunk, and he went, "Are you lot playing Pokemon?" Do you remember him?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember-
Why
yes.
are you staring at your phones and not looking at this beautiful countryside?
Yeah.
He was looking at the beautiful countryside through the bottom of his whiskey-stained glass, wasn't he, or whatever it was,
I
rum.
think it was rum we
Yeah.
was drinking. Yeah, it was rum. In fact, we had to pull Milo away because I think he was going to go and have a drink.
No, Milo's going to go and give him.
Don't you tell.
I fucked it up. Milo, you nearly got me.
I knew what you were going to say.
To be fair, Ian, I thought Ian was going to go and join him for a blowy.
Oh my
So I thought
god,
he
that
was
guy
gonna
was
say.
a mess. I was a mess, but that guy was worse. Okay, so moving on, and next one. So, trainer, why are new missions coming out with Great League tasks when Great League hasn't been active in at least a month and still can't be accessed? Yeah, I see Milo's face palming. Niantic, we'll answer that for you, trainer. To complete the task, battle another trainer in Great League, it is not mandatory to battle in the Go Battle League. Battling any trainer from your friends list in the Great League should also count for the task. And you see where I'm going with this. It's not so much the replies, it's more the questions.
It does make me laugh, though. Like you say, you can tell that person's got no idea about battling. They've just gone straight onto it for the first time, looked in GBL and gone, oh, it says Master League on it. Oh, can't do it then.
Can't do that.
they're
I'll have to wait for a month.
I'll have to wait. But actually, you can just challenge any trainer. Is it the second level of friendship now?
It's now
you can
the
just
first.
invite them to.
As soon as
there
you're
you
good,
go,
as soon as
Great,
you're
it was
good
great,
friends,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you're great, you can do it. Oh,
That is, it was very hard to go through because everyone is literally just bitching about the new Pokédex.
You've done well, mate. You've done well. It's really difficult. I remember when I was looking at it before, and it was about the Go battle lag and all that bleach stuff. I was going, oh my god.
There's still people complaining about that as well. Yeah.
Pulling teeth. It's that time of the week for Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the Week. So, boys, for Shinies of the Week, hashtag SHINIES, Shinies of the Week. Please do make sure you do. Yeah. Make sure you do grab us on our socials at Incensed Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. You can also DM us on Insta as well. And this one is actually from Insta. And this is from my guy, Bravo1883. And he's messaged me before about being Shinies of the Week, but I completely forgot. So this one's for you, brother. While listening to the podcast, he got a shiny Balloonachu, the Balloon Pikachu, the 5-year anniversary, and as well was lucky and got the new shiny Darumaka. And he said, got these two on my commute home while listening to the latest episode. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Keep up the great work, lads. So thank you so much for that, Bravo. And one of the guests we've had on, Man Like Echo Games, one of my other brothers. And I don't know if I believe him, so I'm going to have to bring this up when he's on. But apparently, during one episode, he got 5 shinies.
Really?
And he also got the Balloonachu, he got the Glameow, the Machop, the new Darumaka, and the Squirtle. And he said, Coops, I've got all of these while listening to the latest episode, and this was all while listening to the show. Absolutely loved it. So Echo got 5 freaking shinies. So,
he does have good shiny look though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that is insane shiny luck. So GG's to both of you guys, and Marky Boy, that was this week's Shinies of the Week.
Wow, 5. That's
New
mad.
record.
Jesus. New record. Well, guys, another round is complete. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode and you're enjoying the podcast. Please hit that follow, subscribe button on Apple, Google, Spotify, and many more if you haven't done so already. And please, if you haven't done it already or you want to do another one, leave us a 5-star review. We do like that. It helps support us. Please also follow us on Twitter and the Insta, as Coops calls it. For us old folk, that's Instagram.
I actually call it Insta. Sorry, Mark.
Oh, shit, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Listen, Mark, don't worry. This is coming from the guy that said it's Fiddy-sen.
Exactly. It is, yeah. That was the kids.
Well, guys, I'm aware we missed this part last week. Did anyone incense a shiny? Because we didn't wrap it up last week.
No, we didn't. I've got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm going to say. I didn't even put on an incense.
I've got nothing either.
And
fucking
during the last hour and a half, have got Sweet FA also.
So if that is 4 X's, so nothing there.
To be fair, Echo got a shiny for all of us, right?
Just going to say that.
True,
And one
for himself. Snap.
Marky Boy, before you do wrap this up, I do just want to apologise to the listeners that I was late. I had a lot of stuff going on tonight, and once again, it was a bit of a shit evening. But boys, you've cheered me up in this last half hour, so I appreciate your friendship. And once again, apologies that I was late. So yeah. Anyway, Mark, just wanted to just put that out there. So thank you, guys.
We love you, man, Coops. Don't worry, we love you.
I love you.
Milo, please.
Man,
Milo,
we all love each other.
Milo, come on, I need to hear it from you.
I love you, Coops.
Yeah, there we go. Round of applause, Ian. Round of applause.
Right, I mean, it deserves that.
No, don't actually. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I always want to sound clip that. Every time he does the applause, Coops always says quite quick, oh, for fuck's sake.
He asks for it, and he's like, oh shit, it's like a 2-hour soundbite.
Guys and girls out there, if you want to be featured on Shinies of the Week, obviously hashtag Shinies of the Week, but Coops has already mentioned that as well. So absolutely brilliant. Well, guys, have you got anything else you'd like? Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can't, every time we say Shinies of the Week,
Clarify the spelling.
Guys, have you got anything else you want to add before we wrap this one up?
It's IES.
IES.
There we go. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to listen. Have a great week. Well, hopefully we'll see you all in episode 23, and most importantly, for you guys in England anyway, it's coming home. See you next time.
I choose you!